Hello, and welcome to this video. If you're watching this, you probably want to improve your English grammar, but maybe you don't know where to begin. Or maybe you've already started, but the grammar rules seem confusing, difficult, and hard to remember. You're not alone. Many English learners feel frustrated because grammar seems full of rules and exceptions and more rules. It can feel like a puzzle with missing pieces. But here's the truth. English grammar doesn't have to be hard. In fact, when you learn it step by step, the right way, it becomes easier, more natural, and even fun. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. In this video, I'm going to show you how to learn English grammar effectively, using clear steps, real examples, and simple strategies that actually work. Whether you're learning English for school, your job, for travel, or just to feel confident in conversations, this video will help you start your grammar journey the right way. We'll talk about how to understand the grammar basics, which tenses to learn first, the best ways to practice grammar daily, and how to stop feeling confused when you speak or write in English. So grab your notebook or just relax and listen, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to learn English grammar and, more importantly, how to keep learning and improving every day. Let's get started. Part 1. Start with the basics. Build a strong foundation. Studio microphone, speaker tone. Clear, encouraging, teacher style. Before you can master English grammar, you need to build a strong foundation. Just like building a house, you can't start with the roof. You need to start with the base. So, what are the grammar basics? Here are the 5 essential grammar topics every beginner should learn first. 1. Parts of speech. You need to know the basic building blocks of English. These are nouns, names of people, places, or things. Example: book, teacher, city. Pronouns, words that replace nouns. Example: I, he, they. Verbs, action words. Example: run, eat, learn. Adjectives, words that describe nouns. Example: big, happy, blue. Adverbs, describe verbs or adjectives. Example: quickly, very. Prepositions, show direction or place. Example: in, on, under. Conjunctions, connect words and ideas. Example: and, but, because. Interjections, short expressions of emotion. Example: oh, wow. Learning these helps you understand how sentences are built. 2. Sentence structure. Once you know the parts of speech, you should learn how to make simple sentences. Every sentence needs a subject, who or what the sentence is about. Verb, the action. Object, who or what receives the action. Right arrow example: she, subject, eats, verb, an apple, object. Understand how to combine words into simple, clear sentences. 3. Verb tenses, present, past, future. Start with these 3 basic tenses. Present simple: I go to school. Past simple: I went to school. Future simple: I will go to school. Learning when and how to use them helps you talk about time and daily actions. Don't try to learn all tenses at once. Start with these and master them first. 4. Articles and the. Use a before consonant sounds: a book, a car. Use and before vowel sounds: an apple, an idea. Use the to talk about specific things: the sun, the book on the table. This may seem simple, but even advanced learners sometimes make mistakes with articles. 5. Basic questions and negatives. Learning how to ask questions and make negative sentences is a big step. Question: do you like pizza? Negative: I don't like pizza. Practice forming yes/no questions, WH questions, what, where, why, and negative sentences with don't, doesn't, and didn't. Direct hit remember. Don't try to learn everything in one day. Take your time with each topic. Practice with simple sentences. Use real examples. And speak out loud. Once you understand these grammar basics, you'll be ready to move to the next step, learning how to practice and apply grammar every day. And that's what we'll cover in Part 2. Part 2. Practice daily and use grammar in real life. Now that you understand the basic rules of English grammar, it's time to move to the next step, daily practice. Learning grammar is not just about memorizing rules. It's about using it in real life every single day. The more you use English, the faster you'll improve. One of the best ways to practice grammar is by reading and listening to English content. Start by reading simple English books, news articles, or short stories. As you read, pay attention to sentence structure, verb tenses, and how articles and prepositions are used. Don't just read for fun. Read to observe the grammar in action. For listening practice, try watching English shows, YouTube videos, or listening to podcasts with subtitles. Listen carefully to how native speakers form questions, use tenses, or describe things. You'll start to notice patterns in how grammar is naturally used in conversation. Another powerful method is to write and speak in English every day. Write short paragraphs or daily journals using the grammar rules you're learning. Even writing about your daily routine can be a great way to practice the present simple tense. You could write, I wake up at 7 a.m. I brush my teeth. I go to work. This helps build confidence and reinforces your grammar knowledge. Speaking is just as important. Find a language partner, join an English speaking group, or talk to yourself in English. Practice making questions, using different tenses, and correcting your mistakes out loud. Don't worry if you make errors. Every mistake is a learning opportunity. What matters is consistency. Set a simple goal like 10 minutes of speaking or writing a day. Using English grammar apps and exercises can also help you test what you've learned. There are many free grammar websites and mobile apps that provide daily practice exercises, quizzes, and explanations. These tools are great for reviewing grammar rules and tracking your progress. If you want to go even further, try to think in English. It might feel strange at first, but when you stop translating from your language and start forming sentences in English in your mind, your grammar will improve naturally. Start small. Describe what you're doing in your head. I am walking to the shop. I see a car. The car is red. This builds fluency and helps your brain get used to English grammar without pressure. In this stage, the key is not to be perfect, but to be consistent. Practice every day, even for a few minutes, and make grammar part of your daily life. When grammar becomes something you use, not just study, you'll see real improvement in your speaking, writing, and understanding. In Part 3, we'll talk about the most common grammar mistakes learners make and how to avoid them so you don't repeat the same errors. Part 3. Avoid common grammar mistakes. Learn from them. Now that you've been practicing grammar every day, it's time to focus on something that stops many learners from improving grammar mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes when learning a new language. But if you can recognize the most common ones, you can avoid them and grow faster. Let's start with one of the most common mistakes, using the wrong verb tense. Many learners confuse past and present tenses. For example, they say, "Yesterday I go to school," instead of "Yesterday I went to school." The verb go should be in the past, went. A good way to fix this is to study verb tense timelines and do small writing exercises using each tense. Write 5 sentences in the past tense, 5 in the present, and 5 in the future. This builds clarity. Another common mistake is forgetting the S in the third person. For example, "She walked to the store" should be "she walks to the store." Many learners forget that when using he, she, or in the present simple tense, the verb takes an S. It's a small detail, but it's important for sounding natural. Articles a, n, and they also confuse learners. For example, saying "I saw elephant" instead of "I saw an elephant." Or "sun is hot" instead of "the sun is hot." The article "the" is used when we talk about something specific, something that both the speaker and the listener know. To fix this, practice with fill-in-the-blank exercises that focus only on articles and read aloud from books or stories where articles are used correctly. Prepositions like in, on, at, to, or for are also tricky. You might hear someone say, "I go in school" instead of "I go to school." These words seem small, but they change the meaning of a sentence. The best way to learn prepositions is by learning them with full phrases or expressions. For example, on Monday, at night, go to work, wait for someone. Keep a list of common phrases and review them often. Another big mistake is word order. In English, the basic sentence order is subject plus verb plus object. For example, "She eats an apple." Some learners mix this up and say, "Eats she an apple," which sounds confusing. To practice, build simple sentences and check if they follow the correct order. Ask yourself, who is doing the action? What is the action? What is it done to? And finally, one of the most important things to remember is, don't be afraid of making mistakes. Every time you make a mistake, you have a chance to learn. Correcting yourself and learning from your errors is one of the best ways to improve your grammar. Even native speakers make mistakes sometimes. So, how do you avoid these mistakes long term? First, slow down when you speak or write. Think carefully about the grammar you're using. Second, ask someone to check your writing and explain what's wrong. Third, keep a notebook of your mistakes. Write down the error, the correction, and 1 or 2 example sentences. Review this notebook weekly, and you'll stop repeating those mistakes. In the next part, we'll talk about how to make grammar fun and easy to remember, so you don't get bored or give up. Conclusion: your English grammar journey starts now. Congratulations! You've now learned how to build a strong grammar foundation, how to practice every day, how to avoid common mistakes, and how to make grammar fun and easy to remember. But here's the truth. Learning English grammar is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. You don't need to memorize every rule in one day. You don't need to be afraid of making mistakes. You just need to keep moving forward, one step at a time. Grammar is like building a house. First, you lay the foundation with simple rules. Then you add structure with practice and repetition. And finally, you decorate it by learning how to speak and write confidently. If you build slowly, brick by brick, your grammar will become strong and natural. So, what should you do next? White heavy checkmark review your notes. White heavy checkmark practice with short sentences. White heavy checkmark watch English videos with subtitles. White heavy checkmark speak a little English every day, even just to yourself. White heavy checkmark, and most importantly, don't give up. You're not just learning grammar. You're opening the door to a new life, new opportunities, and global communication. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more lessons just like this one. And let me know in the comments, what grammar rule do you find the hardest? I'll make a full video to help you with it. Thank you for watching. Your English journey is just beginning, and I'm here to help you every step of the way.